Hello and welcome to another beauty box unboxing. Today it's one of my subscription boxes. It is TOYL, which stands for Time of Your Life, and it's the February 2024 box. So this one costs £39.99 per month. That includes delivery, and it's designed for women over 40. You can cancel it at any time, and there is also a facility to pause. They preview the next month's box on the 18th of the previous month, so if you didn't like what you saw, you could pause or cancel. You need to do that before 6 p.m. on the 19th though. They do this, I think. I haven't checked, I normally check. They've started doing these boxes as one-off boxes for £49.99 if you don't want to actually subscribe, but that is obviously £10 more. This month's box is worth £123, and it's for the eyes, neck and lips. So there is a leaflet, and this does give you a sneak peek for next month, which is all about hydration. And there will be a product from the brand Bobbi Brown. They don't say which product it's going to be, so they've just got a little bit on the back of the leaflet. So this leaflet is really informative, and it gives you lots of information, and there is a little bit on the back, a little bit of writing about eyes, necks and lips, lots of info on the product. So it's a really nice one to have and actually keep. I always keep these ones. So let's have a look at what's inside. So the first one got me quite excited. It's called by Plumpit, and it's the No Needles Dermal Filler Starter Kit. I can't seem to close it again. Oh, there you go. It's got an RRP of £20. Achieve remarkable instant results with this innovative product from Plumpit without the need for injections through their no needle dermal filler. It's a transformative multi-target formula which contains, now I can't say this, argireline. Sorry, I had to look that one up, and I still don't know whether I've got it right. It instantly fills in fine lines, tightens and lifts eye bags, crow's feet and hooded eyes, provides an instant brow lift, blurs enlarged pores, smoothens scarring, erases furrow and marionette lines. TOYL says when you open the pack, there's a leaflet inside saying read me, which there is. Read before use. So you understand how to use it. There is also a QR code on the back of the box. If you go to that, it will take you to videos that will show you how to use the product. However, the videos were a bit weird for me. I'd click on them expecting them to play, and they'd just flick to the next one, but I kind of got the gist of it all. To use this, so this is what they come like. There's a little picture of all the lines that you can use it on, and you sort of break it off. There's like this. I'm trying to show you now because I've already used the one. Break it off that way, and then break the top off like that. And then what you do is, it says you lightly pat a very thin layer to targeted areas. Leave it damp on your skin and remain expressionless for 3 minutes while the product dries to achieve transformative results. It does say to avoid using oil-based skincare or makeup before or after application. If you end up with a chalky residue, you've used too much, and you have to remove it and reapply less product for invisible results. They say the results will last for 6 to 9 hours. Karen says, P.S. it's clay, not Botox, in case you wondered. So I have had a go with this. Now, I have to admit, today was the first time I tried it out, because I thought if it's going to be amazing, then I want to save all the others for when I go out. However, I think it is one of these things where you're going to need a lot of practice, because I don't know what happened, but I used it on my forehead lines. It was expressionless. Made sure I didn't use oil skincare products as well, because a lot of mine are oil based, and it's quite difficult actually to pick the ones that aren't, including moisturizer. And I put it on my forehead lines up here. I put it on my mouth lines and these two lines here, and just stood there expressionless for 3 minutes, which is really difficult for me because I do have a sort of an expressionful face. Now, while I was watching, the lines did kind of disappear. They disappeared. So I was all excited, came upstairs to show people. I waited my 3 minutes and said, oh, look, do I look different? And it was like, no, they look exactly the same. So to be fair, then I looked at myself downstairs and they kind of were back again. So I'm not sure whether I've done it wrong. I did try again. I thought, well, maybe I didn't use enough. So I tried a little bit more. And again, it sort of disappeared in front of my eyes. And then it's sort of come back again. I don't know whether it's come back as bad as normal or slightly smooth. Now, you can feel it when you put it on, especially here. I could feel sort of that clay tightness that you get when you use a clay mask or something, but it didn't look like that. You couldn't see a product. And I have managed to put makeup over the top of it without it flaking or drying, which I've had with previous similar products. It does feel quite dry there though, not so much there, but then I have had a cup of tea since, so I don't know. I'm not sure on this one. I haven't made my mind up. But I think it needs a little bit more trying out. Now, I'm going to see if there's any left in here so you can see what it looks like. Yes, there is. That's what it looks like. And I think you just dab it in. And then it does feel wet. So the first time I used it, I didn't feel it was wet enough. So maybe I didn't use enough product then. But then I did try it again and it did feel wet then. And you just dry it out and it does work temporarily, but I'm not so sure about this 6 to 9 hours business. And I mean, it hasn't completely got rid. Having said that, these are very deep lines, so I don't know. Like I say, I'm not sure on this. I haven't made a sort of judgment really. I think I'm going to have to practice a little bit more. Okay, the next item in here is by Gatineau, and it's the Defi Lift or the Defy Lift. Defy, I like that one actually. Firming neck and décolleté gel. It's 50 mils with an RRP of £56. This multitasking gel is designed to tone, firm and refine slackened skin effectively. Key ingredients such as Peruvian taro fruit extract, elkhorn sea moss extract, sorghum bicolour stalk juice, valine and vitamin E work synergistically to provide instant smoothing, toning and tightening effects. 94% of users reported improvement in smoothness and 86% said their necks looked rejuvenated. A little goes a long way, making it an excellent solution for addressing concerns like necklace lines. Apply morning and evening before your moisturiser or in place of from the décolleté up to the jawline using gentle strokes. So I've had a go with this. I actually really like this product. Now, necks are one of those things, aren't they? For me, if I'm carrying too much weight, which I am at the moment, I get a double chin. But as soon as I start to lose that weight, it goes all slack and, you know, sort of old looking, quite frankly. This is I didn't expect it to make that noise. This is what the product looks like there. So it's kind of feels silky. It feels very silky when you put it on. It smells lovely. Oh, it does smell gorgeous. Lovely Gatineau smell. So very luxurious feeling, smelling product. So for that alone, I quite like it, you know. But I am going to start using it more regularly. I've used it a couple of times now. I think that's I reckon, the one that I can't see very well, but there's a necklace, one of these necklace lines. It's just basically a ring round your neck, which needs concentrated effort, I think. So yeah, I'm very happy to get that product. I love getting neck products. Now the next one I'm also very happy about. This is by Darphin and it's the Hydra Skin All Day Eye Refresh Gel Cream. It's 15 ml with an RRP of £39. Reduce puffiness around eyes and banish dark circles with this feather-light product. With key ingredients like glycerin, squalane and a remarkable 91% of naturally derived botanicals, this gel eye cream has garnered attention for its cooling sensation and effective depuffing capabilities. Karen from TOYL says she trawled online reviews to bring us an amazing eye cream, and this one came out on top in her mind. So many reviewers praised this cream's power to depuff and remove dark circles, as well as being good for sensitive skin. So basically, morning and night, apply by gently patting onto the eye contour. So I've actually got this already and have been using it as one of my eye creams recently. Upside down. So I think this one is better for daytime use. It's really hydrating. So if you're feeling like you are a little bit dry, as I often do this time of year with the central heating and everything, it's a great one to make you feel a little bit more rehydrated. And also it does have this, oh, I keep doing that, I keep showing myself and not you, it does have this really cooling effect when you put it on under your eye. You can actually feel a cooling sensation. So if you do get puffy eyes, I think this one is one for you. There is a slight smell to it, but not, I suppose there is a little bit, yeah. But anyway, I've used it quite a lot and I really like this one. So I'm very happy to get another one. My eyes, I've used it this morning. I think it does help with the puffiness. I mean, they're not that puffy at the moment, but I do get occasions where my eyes get really puffy. I think it depends on your sleep, doesn't it? I also have got a really dry patch just under this eye. And I think it is improving as well with use of this, because I've only just started using this recently after I've used it before, but then, you know, you get other eye creams and then you start, and I've started using this recently mainly because I knew it was in this box, and it's doing a decent little job, I think, on that little dry patch. So yeah, great one for me. In combination, I think, with a sort of a one that's more targeting lines at night time. So that one in the daytime, and a line one, something like MD Perican for me, at night time. Okay, the next and final item in this box is by Voyager, and it's hemp hand cream. This is 50 ml with an RRP of £8. Transform dry winter hands, crafted with organic omega-rich hemp seed oil, moisturising cocoa butter and hydrating hyaluronic acid. This premium hand cream is fragrance-free and absorbs quickly into the skin, making hands feel soft and hydrated without leaving them greasy. The natural moisturising properties of hemp seed oil provide long-lasting nourishment for the very driest of hands, meaning this cream can be used sparingly while still being a great benefit. It contains no CBD or THC. And you basically use it as you would a hand cream. There are a few cautionary advisory things on here, including actually to keep out of reach of children, and it does say you're advised to store it in a cool, dry place away from direct sunlight. So this is what it looks like in this kind of tinny sort of tube, and I will use it on my hands. Now you do only need a small amount of this, because it does, a little goes a very long way. It's quite light feeling. Now I really like this as a nighttime one, because it does have that kind of balm feeling, and if you put a reasonable amount on your hands and then let it soak in, it just feels so nice. And in the morning, I put this on the last couple of nights, in the morning I have woken up and my hands have looked really smooth, and I think it's done a fabulous job. So that's going to be a nighttime one for me. There isn't really a smell to this, as they say, which is good, because I've got a similar one that I am using at the moment, really, at night time, and that has got a little bit of a funky smell, and it just slightly puts me off, whereas this one doesn't, but it has got that same sort of real more intensely moisturizing sort of thing. It does feel ever so slightly sticky straight after use, but it does absorb into your skin, and that sort of goes a little bit better. But that's why I think, for me personally, it's a better one to use at night time. Put quite a bit on and just let it soak in. Okay, that's the end of the box. I don't know what I was going to say the next one, because that's it. There's only 4 items in here this time, but obviously a couple of them are really pricey ones. So first of all, we have this, where's it gone? I've lost the packet. I'll just show you these bits. this sort of no needles filler type product. I can't remember who it's by. That's terrible, and my glasses have gone and the box has gone. Yes, I haven't made a decision on that yet. I don't know. I want it to work. I want to get rid of, I was realising earlier on when I was looking at myself that this side of my face is the more wrinkled side, forehead, eyes, lips, everything. It's like because I sleep, I think, more on that side, so that's probably why. But my fringe is on this side. So really, ideally, if I had my fringe on the other side, see, I haven't got as many forehead lines on that side. My eye lines are much better. And I just, it would be much better, wouldn't it? But I've spent the last 50 odd years with the parting on this side. So I don't know whether I could get used to doing that. I might have to give it a go just to see. Anyway, that's nothing to do with the box. So yes, we have this, which I haven't made my mind up. I want it to work. I'm going to give it another go, see what happens. If by some miracle I find that I've been using it wrong and then I find out how it does work and then it's amazing, I'll let you know. Gatineau. Love this brand anyway. This product, it just sounds lovely. It feels lovely to use, which I always like in a product, and it smells delicious. So I'm happy with that, and it's a nice priced product. It's nice to get a bit of luxury in the box. And then we have the Darfin eye cream, which, do you know what? I really like that. It is hydrating, it is cooling. It's a lovely little eye cream to use. And I think they said it's for sensitive skin, didn't they? Which is always good. And when I first started using eye creams, my under eye area was so sensitive. I mean, I think it's toughened up a bit now, but it was so sensitive that it did react to an awful lot of eye creams. So if you are new to eye creams, this might be a good one to start with. And then finally, of course, we had the hand cream, which I think is a great one for, I mean, it'd be fine for daytime too, but personally for me, it's a great one for night time. Looks like I've used half of it already, doesn't it? I've only used it a couple of times. Probably used too much. Okay, so that's the end of the box. I actually really liked this month's box. It was worth it for me. I am intending to pause a couple of these boxes through the year. There's bound to be a couple I'm not that interested in. However, next time sounds like it's going to be good if it's hydration. That's sort of one of my things, and I love Bobbi Brown as well. So I will be looking at the preview on the 18th and we'll make a decision then. But I've got a feeling I'm going to go with it. So what have I been up to this week? Practicing my Reiki on myself, and it's been an interesting thing to do. I really like it. It's given me a sort of new hobby and a new thing to think about, which I love, that sort of new learning experience and learning something that you want to learn. So yeah, it's been an interesting week in that respect. The week seems to have been taken forever. You know, time for me, sometimes time goes really fast, which is lovely when you're at work. And sometimes it goes really slow, and it seems to have been a really slow week this week. And I don't understand why that happens. Does that happen to you? It's just some days you'll wake up and the day just goes really quick, and other days it just doesn't. It's really strange, but I don't know whether it's anything to do with this Reiki process, you know, meditating and doing things like that. It could just slow your thought processes down, I suppose. You're more relaxed, so time seems to take long. I'm waffling again, I'm sorry, I'm just trying to work it out for myself. But yeah, it's been quite a nice week. February now, I got through January really well, so I'm so pleased about that. Oh, the one thing, we had to have some smoke alarms fitted as part of the requirements of the building inspector to sign off all the work we had done in the summer and autumn. And we had to get to the electrics somewhere in here. I don't really understand what happened, but I had to empty the room. So I had to empty all of my perfumes and nail varnishes and everything. So then I had to put them all back again. So I've done it slightly different on the perfumes. I don't know whether you can see. So I've layered them up a little bit more, and there's a little bit more room there now, which is good, so I can put some more ones in there. My nail varnishes, I kind of put them back pretty much, I think, as they were. I'll put a little bit of I've got more space. I don't know how that happened, but there you go. So yeah, that was fun. So it has been quite an eventful week thinking about it, but it's been nice and I've had a nice time. So I just want to send you lots and lots of positive energy. I'm sure there was more that I wanted to say, but my brain's gone again. That's another thing. It's the menopause brain fog has got worse and worse. And I can't remember anything these days, and it's awful. And I just, unless it's written down, doesn't happen. Unless it's written down, I'll forget it. My calendar on my phone is just chock-a-block full each day of things that normally I wouldn't forget. So never mind, I'm sure I can cope with it by writing it down. So that's what I've got to think. Don't let it get to me. I can cope with it. I'll write it down. Anyway, enough of that. I am going to send you lots and lots of positive energy and hope you have a fabulous, fabulous time wherever you are. I'll try and put some healing energy in. Once I have done like a lot of practice, maybe I can do that and just pass you on healing energy. But hopefully this has got some in. So please, please take it. And I hope I'll see you again here soon. Take care. Bye-bye.